What happened to Ashley Babbitt was terrible, and it's a great example of the fact that she was not the only one who was treated this way. You're Ashley Babbitt, any of us are Ashley Babbitt, and so is Roseanne Boyland. Roseanne Boyland was also killed that day, and they lied about the cause of death. First they said it was an overdose that killed her. That was a lie. Then they said it was Trump supporters that killed her. That was a lie. I was there. I was holding Roseanne Boyland's hand as we were both getting crushed to death. The fact that the media would even try to lie about this, the fact that the police would try to lie about this, the fact that they would call her racist, call her insurrectionist, when she never even tried to set foot inside the building. She committed no crime. You killed her for no reason whatsoever. If it wasn't for Jake Lang, who you threw in prison, I would be dead too. What they did is they gassed the entire crowd, and it wasn't even tear gas. I've been asking over and over, what kind of gas did they use? Tear gas burns the face. This gas was different. It didn't make it difficult to breathe. It made it so you literally could not breathe. I turned around to run as quickly as I could. My body went limp, and I face planted and slid and fell all the way down the steps. And about 30 to 40 other people fell right down on top of me. But the police officers weren't done. They said over the radio, they said, F them up, give them hell. So what they did after that is that they maced all of us. I was at the bottom of the crowd, and there was so much mace, it drenched my hoodie, it drenched my t-shirt, it drenched my bare skin, and for 5 minutes they continued to mace, they continued to fire rubber bullets, they continued to beat people bloody in there with their bats or batons, whatever it is that they used, they were beating people with it. All I could hear was pops and bangs. I thought the liquid that was coming down on me was blood. I had no idea what was going on. I thought the people on top of me were dying. I was getting crushed to death. I could feel my leg breaking. Roseanne Boyland reaches out to grab my hand, and then she lets go, and she's gone. After this all happens, people finally get up and they say, we need to stop the police. They're killing these people. I hear Jake Lang yell, hey, there's people down here. So they push the police back. They tell them to stop, and the police keep pushing more and more people on top of us. This did not happen for about 20 or 30 seconds. This happened for minute after minute after minute after minute. They literally did not give a shit whether they killed us or not because we are Trump supporters and because many of the people there were white. Last time I checked, this is a Christian country and it's always been a white country. So they need to get some things straightened out here. The fact that the police officers would go up there and claim that they're heroes after what they did is insane to me. It makes absolutely no sense to me. It really just breaks my heart to see it. It makes me more angry than anything. After they killed Roseanne Boyland, she was lying there. A police officer grabs her baton and she beats down on the dead body again and again and again and again and again until the baton flies out of her hand because of how hard she hit her body. So I want to know how that's an overdose. I want to really know how that's Trump supporters killing her. How is that? And the media, why aren't you talking about this? I was promised that we'd have freedom, liberty, and justice for all in this country. That is not what is happening. That has never happened for the time that I've been living here. I've been treated less than human. People have tried to kill me. The Capitol Police tried to kill me. The FBI tried to take me down. They tried to cover up what happened. They tried to put me behind bars to silence me. They put me in the no-fly list, so I called up the FBI, I said, you need to come to my house, you need to take me off the FBI no-fly list, I did nothing wrong. So they come to my house, and I tell them, you can look at the body cam, you can go ahead and you can look at security footage. You'll see I did nothing wrong. It was the Capitol Police that killed people that day. They said, okay, we'll take you off the no-fly list. And guess what they did next? They went to house to ask questions about me. They said, we want to ask you about Philip Anderson and January 6th. You were there, right? And they go to my other friend's house. We want to ask you about Philip Anderson and January 6th. They go back to my other friend's house. We want to ask you about Philip Anderson and January 6th. When those pieces of can't find anything, they start to tell to the social media companies that ban me. They say, we want all the data. We want all the posts. We want all the information. Probable cause? No. So they can't give me for January 6th. So now they're trying to get me for something non-related. They're trying to find anything they possibly can. They're trying to find a post from 5 years ago and say, oh, he incited violence, put him in jail. That's what they're trying to do. Is that really what America is? Is that what how we want to live? No. Well, that's what Joe Biden is. You see what Joe Biden has done. He has weaponized the IRS against us. He has weaponized the FBI against us like no president ever has. He refuses to secure the border. He's made his mission in life to put us behind bars, to get us hurt, to get us to commit an act of terrorism, to get us to start a civil war. That's what he's trying to do. And I want to make something clear to you, Joe Biden, and to the rest of the establishment. I'm not scared of you. I'm looking forward to the day that you finally cross the final line. I'm looking forward to it. And just to be clear, we were not there because it was an insurrection. We were there because we were trying to make sure that the election was not stolen. Because after what you did to us, where you banned us, censor us, demonetize us, and shadow ban us, not one, but millions and millions of us every single day, because of mass election interference, more election interference than Russia, China, or any foreign country combined can ever hope to commit. That is what you have done. You say that you're about democracy. This is what democracy looks like. No, this is what communism looks like. I see you do it over and over. Over and over. And the media demonizing us, calling us white supremacists, neo-Nazis, white nationalists. That's what they do. How's that a fair election when you demonize us every day? You tell lies about us. They lied about me. They call me a white supremacist.
Well, you look like one.
We know.
You get the point I'm trying to make. Also, then discriminating against us, not allowing us into Hollywood. You're not going to see conservative actors in movies like Gina Carano. They kicked her out. Why did they kick her out? Why? They can't tell us why. They say, oh, it's because she's a Nazi. What makes her a Nazi? We can't say why. Then you're the Nazi. And we're getting really sick of this, because what you're doing is not democracy. What you're doing is Marxism. We've had enough of it. This is America, and you are pushing us to the limit. When you indoctrinate our kids, you cross every line that can be crossed. If you cross one more line, all I can say is this. There's no hesitation in my heart to take you out and to take the rest of you out. We want freedom. We told you time and time again, do not tread on us. You are treading on us. You are killing us. You're lying about the cause of our death. You are putting innocent people in jail that should not be in jail. It is the murderous cops that nearly killed me and murdered Roseanne Boyland that should be in prison, should be in jail. But instead, you put a hero in prison. You put the heroes in prison that saved my life. And what you did is you beat them every day, you mace them in the face, you won't let them take a haircut, you won't let them shower, you ration their food, you give them a boiled egg, a cracker, and mayonnaise for dinner every night. They treat terrorists better than that. Real terrorists, not the terrorists that talk about in the media. They treat pedophiles. They treat the people in Gitmo, the type of people that knocked down the World Trade Center. They treat better than this. Don't tell me the election was fair. Look what the you're doing right now. How's this fair? Woo! How's this fair? Huh? When you kill me, kill another person, and you lied to her family members about it. Seriously, her husband's like, well, it was Donald Trump's fault. She was this QAnon member. That was not the case. That was all BS. It was the police that killed her. You were lied to. It was not an overdose. It was not Trump supporters that ran her over or, did whatever. It was the police. And the daughter thinks that she doesn't know this, and then she hears, oh, there's this guy that's holding her hand when she died. And then she cries. She breaks down. And her family, they had no idea because they're lied to by their own government. Yes. They're lied to by their own government. What is this? When you kill an American citizen and then the government lies to them. This is insanity. It's insanity. It really just breaks me down, and I'm so sorry for what happened to Ashley Babbitt. It cannot happen. If it was any other person except for a white Trump supporter, God knows it'd be handled differently. God knows it'd be handled differently. But every single time, they push us, and they push us, and they push us. Well, I want to let you know this. I think I'm going to be the first one to say this. I'm not scared of fighting you. I'm talking about a literal fight. I'm not scared of it because I refuse to live like this any longer. I'm tired of seeing us get killed. I'm tired of seeing... I'm tired of it. I'm not scared of any of you. I'd rather die than live like this because you are persecuting us and it must stop. This is not democracy. We can't send our children to school without them getting indoctrinated. It is not democracy where we can't turn on the TV to Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, or Disney Plus without our children getting indoctrinated. It's not democracy. We're getting fired from our jobs for being a conservative. It's not democracy. We're getting kicked out of the military for being a conservative. Greg Musselwhite's son got kicked out of the military just for being conservative. He commits suicide, and then Twitter censors the post that his dad tweeted talking about how his son committed suicide because that Joe Biden kicked him out. This has to stop. They're going to keep pushing us and pushing us until there is a civil war. Let's see all of these Trump supporters. January 6th happened because you kept pushing us, because we can't trust you. You broke the trust. That's why there is no democracy, because you broke the trust. People can't trust the results because you broke the trust. Because you demonized them, you humiliated them, you persecuted them, you beat them in the streets every single day. The things you said on the internet were insane. The fact that you talk about this innocent woman, Air Force veteran, you talk all this trash, she's a good person. All the people you're talking about that were killed that day were good people. You don't even know them. But just because they're Republican, you wish death upon them. You wish death upon all the Republicans. There's something wrong with you. You have to wake up to that. I'm not going to live like this anymore. Seriously. Thank you very much. I don't want to go too long.
Go ahead with it.